I'm so excited about the conversation that I had with a gentleman clear over in the UK this evening. I was supposed to go to sleep like an hour ago, and I can't get to sleep now. For those of you that I shared the documentation with, please take great care in sharing it with everybody you know, and have them read a page a night if that's what it takes. The documentation that was shared with me this evening single-handedly destroys every facet or alleged presumption and assumption of a legitimate government throughout the entire world. The man set just over 600 precedents in one case. And it's so important for you to digest that information and take your time with it. It comes with a great amount of responsibility and due diligence. But ultimately, at the end of this whole ordeal is the aspect of trust, respect, honor, dignity, right? These are the fundamental foundations to create a peaceful place. These documents hold the power, and I haven't read through them all, but I did spend 6 hours with the man who put them together, who spent 10 years of his life chasing the system after they had taken interest in him. And he single-handedly, with a group of a few others, has written this eloquent document that I've shared with everybody that I could before Facebook blocked me. I shared it in private message. So if you would, do your fellow brothers and friends and sisters a favor and forward it on, because Facebook will no longer allow me to forward on the documentation that has been blessed upon me this evening. Take your time, read it, attempt to comprehend it. For many of you, you will read it the first time and you may not ascertain the value. Read it again and continue to read it. It applies unanimously across the board throughout all alleged governments, and it shows you the power you have from within. I got a great lesson on barons tonight, and I'm very appreciative for it, and language, and a number of other things that Mr. Baron David Ward shared with me. So if you were able to receive that before I got blocked from Facebook, please share it amongst the people that you love and care for. Help them ascend of the mind. Help them open up their thought process. There is no reason for people to be homeless in this world. There is no reason for people to be hungry. Absolutely none. But the people around the world have been involved in a rat race, chasing their tail for frivolous paper instead of taking care of one another. And that's where the problem lies. As soon as you get out of that rat race, ladies and gentlemen, of chasing that worthless paper you can't scrub your bum with, and it ain't worth burning because it doesn't produce enough heat. Once you see the value in the documentation, and you can stand tall on your own, because that's what it boils down to. And then it's a matter of operation of law. Do no harm. Do not trespass. These people are fleecing your estates. They're fleecing your labor. It's involuntary servitude, and none of them can prove a valid contract exists between you and them. They're insolvent, and they're using your ignorance to capitalize on. Those documents that I shared with all you guys this morning, please send them around to other people, because Facebook has now blocked me from sending that material to anybody else. Thanks for joining me. Take your time, read it, reread it, share it on the internet, share it with your friends and family. 600 plus case precedent in one case that unanimously proves no government throughout the world is legitimate. Period. End of discussion. All alleged, presumed, and assumed authority is gone and dissipated with the instruments that I just sent out to you guys today. Check them out. Become learned. Have an ascension of the mind. Discuss it with your family. You're going to go through the 7 stages of denial. Just like when you know a relationship's about to end and you're sorrowsome about it. You go through those 7 stages of denial, and you're going to go through those. Take your time, read that literature. Let's have an open intellectual dialogue that helps one another ascend of the mind to show and articulate to our friends and family what this man did in the UK with his friends. Thanks for joining me.